watching. This is FoxGamer39618 making yet another YouTube video. As you can see, we're back with Mass Effect Legendary Edition. However, my camera doesn't seem to be working, so you won't see my face. Don't know, complete loss, but you know. Just going to double check that I didn't leave anything. Right, apply this and cowl. Yeah, I think I checked that. I would have completely missed that. Okay. So I might do the random, like the thing that I usually do. As well.
All clear, Commander.
So yes, I'm following the tips provided.
Shields.
Blue's actually going to knock me down, you know? Right, I have a sniper rifle that I can actually use this time. 3 for 3.
Clear.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to waste time like that. You can put this away for now. So I believe I mentioned this before, in the original Mass Effect game, the sniper rifles would sway like crazy.
Set the charges, destroy the entire colony, leave no evidence that we were here.
Saren looks like he's been through hell just by that time. Wait. Is that actually the Tyrian thing with the mandibles connected like that? Sorry about the excess noise. Excuse me.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Oh yeah, I forgot about the actual sprinting thing that they included. Being able to do that even when... Actually, this isn't a good example. I'll show you what's in the combat. Damn it! No worries, I'm not too concerned with I can complete this in a minute, I believe. In fact, I think I have completed it in a minute. when I hit A, that means disarm. That doesn't mean piss around holding your dick. Okay. That's completed. Now it's time to do that. No, that's how it means.
All targets down.
I noticed something a bit strange. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that, it's not true. It's not that I've noticed something strange, it's more that I'm curious as to why it's the case. Because in every other Mass Effect game, this style of shotgun, this shape of shotgun, is not used, except for this game. It's used everywhere else, but I mean, it's used in only this game. Everywhere else, it uses the different style, which, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm just curious as to why. No, can't use that yet. Won't use that yet. So I'll be honest, I did play ahead a little bit on another account because it's me and I wanted to see what was different. I also tried playing with my keyboard for a bit and no results. Either that or maybe I had to do that like when I initially started the game. Okay. Another interesting thing is the upgrades. It's funny how quite a few of these ammunition, how they've transferred over to the other Mass Effect games, yet some were left behind. Which is kind of sad, because I do sort of want to see the others carry through the entirety of the game. One, I'm fine without, because it's just useless. When we get to a high enough level, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because it's nowhere near where we are right now. Oh, shit, battery. I don't know why, but I do save some of the upgrades for certain characters. You'll see what I'm talking about. Actually, I'll show you right now. Like, for example, with Caden, I would either go with these or this. I'm going to go with the anti-personnel rounds, which actually has a different name than blue, red. So you see that? The armor upgrades are not here. I'm not sure if I cover this, but I realized that I can sort it by level, actually, and then by name. I can also mark as junk, which I clearly have shown that I know how to do. But here's another thing. We can look at the details of the other stuff. So there's Hana Kadar, which is a reliable and efficient Earth-based manufacturer. It's become a major supplier to the Systems Alliance military, which is the military that Shepard's a part of right now. And then it goes into detail on the weapons. I'm only going to do this now. If you're not interested, you can skip ahead, if you're able to. So go into details about the Stinger. This is Devlon Industries. It doesn't say which species origin it has, but you know. Average accuracy. And of course there's the edge, which is Elcos Combine. That I know already is Volus. Which is strange because, you know, in the past I used to think that Volus names always follow the 3-syllable name standard by, you know, first name has 2 syllables, last name has 1. But Rube, Elcos, and Din Korlak, they're 2 exceptions to the rule. You'll meet them later. So yeah, Volus manufacturer based in the Terminus systems. Wow. So there's the Striker, which is Alanis Risk Control. I believe it's a human thing. It's probably... oh no, it's Turian. My mistake. Oh yeah, the Striker fires in 3-round bursts, which is new for this pistol. It's heavier. So yeah, there's a Hurricane, which I'll go into detail on that too, to be fair. Oh yeah, I forgot the Kessler. Of course, this is a standard issue sidearm, that's why it's marked as trash. I don't use the standard issue firearms if I can help it. My companions, however, are a different story. And yes, it's still marked as trash, it just has an odd kind of thing with it. So Scimitar, yes, Elcos Combine, yada yada yada. Fires larger than normal rounds. Okay, that I didn't know. This is where it gets a bit confused. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to mention. If you go into the weapon details, it also covers the upgrades that you have with it. So it includes the high caliber barrel, and if I had an ammo upgrade, it would go into detail about that as well. So you know, the Avengers Common List. Yeesh. Yeah, the accuracy is terrible. And yes, each weapon has its own benefit. Like the damages per second, that, you know, is the main thing I'll focus on. Heat sink capacity, I'm not too concerned about. Because, you know, the heat sink capacity is actually how many rounds it can fire at a time. So it can go 4.3 seconds before overheating if I'm holding down the trigger. And the accuracy rating, you can already guess. So going to go into details with the Banshee, which is a 3-round burst, as I believe we've discovered. I don't know why, but it's odd seeing a burst rifle in Mass Effect. So there's the Liberator. It doesn't really go into details about the Liberator itself. It just, you know, that's the color scheme that it is. But, you know, it explains the medium armor, the upgrades, and the manufacturer. There's Aldrin Labs. Yeah, yada yada yada. And funny thing, this, the N7 logo, and the red stripe on Shepard's right arm, it will appear every time the Onyx armor is equipped, but only the Onyx armor. I'm going to say it just in case something goes wrong. Okay. Wait.
My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
Sorry if my whistle was a bit too... Jesus Christ. It's like it's melting into there. Like I said, sorry if my whistle was too loud, and I'm sorry about the sound of my speaker turning off, if that's, yeah, it came through. Let's finish this up.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request immediate
amazing.
evac.
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Ashley! That part I found a bit cheesy.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
Shit. I forgot to close my window. I apologize. Shepard forgot to put on the safety, so the beacon is now pieces. Which sucks. Oh, achievement! Distinguished Service Medal. I'll get into that later.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
You're welcome, Sarah.
This human must be eliminated.
It's weird hearing Fred Taskmaster's voice like that. Because, you know, he's in so many things, and his voice varies depending on what he's using, and they sometimes... Sorry.
Doctor Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
You've heard that background noise too, right? Like I was in
Sounds
the
like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Yeah, touche.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Oh, right.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
So there are some details that I know from playing through the Mass Effect trilogy over 15 times. It's a fun game, so... there are some things that I know. Whether or not I should say them, I'm not quite sure yet, so I'm just going to bite my tongue for now.
Hey, Commander.
Ashley? First I'm going to go to my locker, if I can. I shouldn't have to stand right in front of it to get to the contents. Okay. Now, since I'm a soldier, I can use all these weapons, so, you know. Oops. Now, I will keep one of each weapon and one of each upgrade. You know, the highest level there is. But with other upgrades like this, I may keep more of them. And as we get further down, you'll understand why. Let's start with Dr. Karen Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
He's a very special soldier. I'm pressing A.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
What would a diagnosis be of his case? Now, here's the weird thing. Well, first I'm going to go down here. See if there's anything about the ship I can discover. Okay, so now here's the weird thing. If I go with Caden to talk now...
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
That's all he says. But if I went over to him as Femship, then something like this could happen.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Star Wars.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
I just saw the I should go thing and it just made me smile because there's a whole meme of Shepard's I should go. Anderson?
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Yes, sir. Not bad for Captain's quarters. Larger than I would have expected. You know, now I'm curious what happens if we go down here. I don't think I've ever tried this. By the way, another thing. The elevator moves faster. And when we get to the Citadel, we'll find out something else. Ah, that's what he says.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Sorry.
Many of the best licenses...
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
I feel like the original Mass Effect did his face more justice, because should cut him now. Now already. So obviously I'm getting that. And I'm already broke. So this is different. It's sorted into 5 different categories. Level up, level down, the type, the price, and the name. Yeah, that's it. I usually go with name because that way it's easier to find the items that I'm selling. Like so. Now there's another thing that comes with this new game, this new style of gameplay. I will show you once we actually, oh yeah, by the way. So you can see there's Caden and then there's Ashley. So there's something new, but like I said, we'll get into that further in the game. And if I wanted to get into it now, I can't because I already forgot. I'm sorry, it's just this new style of gameplay. It's something else. Ah, oh, damn it. Oh well.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
There's another place that I can go to. It's down in engineering, but I'm not going to yet. I'll wait till I'm back on the Normandy.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
I had to adjust my seat. This is starting to feel uncomfortable.
Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
So, I made the noise to show that they made a typo. And that little noise, they spelled Caden's name with an E. As opposed to an A. Sorry.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Likewise. I don't exactly hate politicians, they're just annoying. I mean, I also have a lot of respect for politicians because they put up with a lot of shit. Not just from, people, but also from other political barriers and the hurdles they have to jump over. It's just... yikes. So it's just Hendrickson. So for those of you that aren't aware, there's a voice actor in this game. He's the man that voices Admiral Hackett. He's also the voice for Shepard, General Shepard in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and he's in several other stuff as well. That actor is Lance Hendrickson. So that's why I chuckled a little bit at the name Hendrickson in this game.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Emotions in a conversation. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
I actually feel a little bit bad for the Elcor, because the thing is, if they tip, they, it can be fatal. In fact, let's see if I can...
The Geth?
No.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, Within one lifetime, we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
Sorry, my eye.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Sorry, I need a second. Something's up with my eye. Ow. Okay.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I like Kaylin a lot better than Din right now, obviously.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
So yeah, Din Kulak is rather annoyed, to say the least. Meanwhile, I love dealing with Ambassador Kevin. In fact, let's see the codex.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
Sorry, I forgot about that. I need to go to our thing.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client.
Wait, what am I doing? So yeah, that's what I was talking about with the fall thing.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I'm a dignitary now.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel Embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Okay.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Touche.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Farewell. I'm going to go this way first. I'm going to follow the waypoint automatically set, which I'm not sure why. I'm up here first.
What do you want?
Oops.
Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Shit. I interrupted too early. I'm sorry.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Now, certain people I'm not going to interact with because there's no point. This one, however...
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
I'm not going to go to that other one.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
Now see, without this game, I would never have been able to tell that Palin's eyes were blue.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Now see, I do respect Palin despite the fact that, you know, he doesn't like me. Okay, so I didn't realize this. When I was decoding Udina's computer and Palin's computer, I didn't realize that they provided quests, which I can get to outside of the Citadel, but I can't leave the Citadel yet because I don't have a ship. These leaves? I can't tell, it just looks like...
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
It just looks like dots.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel Security.
Citadel Security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
19 years for us and 2,384 years for the Volus. Jesus Christ.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Wow.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
So I forgot that, I played this game several times. I was going to unlock this location, but that's about all I'm going to do. I forgot that, the Turians joined after the Krogan rebellions. You know? Because I knew that they were the latest species in this game to join the Council, but I didn't realize it was after that at first. And the Krogan rebellions, well, let's just say that, like, for now, let's just say that was the blackest mark on the Salarian history. Mostly because it was their fault to begin with.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the Keepers. Please do not disturb the Keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Except I know for sure because I've played this game several times.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the Council chambers and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Wow.
I'd like to hear more about the Council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my program.
Wow.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
So I had a theory about these Keepers before I completed this game. You know, I found it kind of strange that they would have these Keepers wandering around the area. You know, no one actually knowing what they do, no interaction is allowed with them. You just kept mulling around like, why?
The Council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
See, I can skip the elevator ride if I wanted to. They made this faster.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
My favorite Turian. Well, one of them is.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I hate that expression. It sounds absolutely disgusting. undo that because I didn't intend to. Oh, actually. So I'm going to, I believe I said this before in the last video, I will focus on decryption and electronics with tech squad members like Caden. Okay. As well as saying about the expression. Like the expression sounds disgusting. No? And by the way, if I have the time and probably, you know, but I feel like I should, then I will, take the elevators just for the conversations like that.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
There we go.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
Fuck you.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me.
False?
And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Kiss my ass.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose.
Yes, it
The
does.
humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Piss off every single one of you.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Oh, sorry about the heavy breathing. It was just to fight the urge to hit X to skip past this bullshit.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Actually, it's for a different reason, but yeah, we're just gonna continue.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Except for me, because again, I played this game several times, and I can tell you, Shadowbreaker does occasionally take sides.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
Exactly. Otherwise, we're just bending over backwards.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
So now we begin what feels like a long process to find those people that were mentioned, but actually is rather quick compared to other stuff. Just a bunch of interruptions.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
This one.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Why not?
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Okay. So this is the first one to scan. Now I am going to walk around the Citadel.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Kohoku I'll speak to later. Because it can't really get me anything right now.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Commander?
See. So in total there's 20 Keepers on the Citadel that I can scan. By the way, funny thing about the Keepers, if you actually, like some of them can actually self-destruct.
Ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
pretty sure we all do. Okay. Actually, no, I'm just going to walk my way there, just in case there's any other terminals that I can use. Oh, he's not here yet. There's a person I can interact with at that spot that I was staring at. But for now, I'm going to keep going. Oh, shit. Elevator music.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
I'm pretty sure even politicians hate politics. This is also why I add subtitles, because I can hardly understand Ashley and Caden, because the audio is so quiet. That I'm waiting until I have higher charm. Yeah, something else. This area I will come back to, but for now I'm just going to activate the terminal so I can return to it. Now there's automatically a water location selected because it unlocked the water location that I need to go to, which is Cora's Den. Ah, shit. Already going to get too close. Let's see if I can go around. Like I said, I'm sorry if this is taking up too much time. If it helps, you can look at this and see, you know, you can be asking yourself the same question that I'm asking, which is, how the hell is this not disorientating? So if you think about it, the Citadel is 5 arms and a giant ring.
I've told you before, you're This one believes it has the right to move freely over this area.
Shit. So to avoid that, next time I'm just going to fast travel.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the Geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Yes, but you used your rifle to do that. If you pay attention to that, it sounds like a jazzy, sounds like a jazzy version of one of the Mass Effect tracks. I think there's a name for it, but I don't know.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe banks hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
My Lieutenant.
that your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
All right, enough chatter. Let's move out, people.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I do enjoy, you know, conversing with my squads, but, you know, I'm not going to...
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Okay.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay. Time to progress a little bit. This next part gets a little, I'm not sure if awkward.
I don't sell this mod.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really?
I don't know if awkward quite describes this.
Is that really? Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Sure.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. Oh, but next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
See, that was just weird. The whole interaction. It's just something else. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to continue to talk to Morlan and I believe expats upstairs. For now, I'm going to save here because I've already reached my time limit for now. Thank you for watching. I do hope you appreciated this video. You can like, you can comment, you can share this video if you want, you can subscribe to my channel or search my channel to find more videos like this, and I'll come back to you with more gameplays, vlogs, songs, things like that. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any suggestions for videos, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, FoxGamer39618. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much. This is Jasper Fox signing out. Cheers and stay foxy.